What's happening, Captain? This is Sean, Lugnus Culture, Countryside Classics. Coming to you today, I brought you this 70 model C10. I've always been a big fan of the LS trucks. This is no exception here. This truck is a patina truck, but it's super, super solid. No rust underneath. 5.3 LS, cab corners and rocker panels already been done on it. It's, super running, driving truck, brand new interior. Let's do us a little walk around. Gosh, dog, look at this little truck. 70 models, I said earlier, C10, factory short bed truck. She's got brand new red wheels, 20-inch all the way around. Got a super nice stance to it. It just sets aggressive, sets mean. Not all the way on the ground, still good enough to have a nice soft ride to it. Good truck to cruise, show, commute, whatever you say you want to do. Clean patina on it. This truck's not been cleared or anything. She's been a Southern truck. All the glass in it's great. She got new mirrors on her. Door handles are new. As you can tell, the gas tank's been relocated to the bed. Back here's the gas tank. I'll even donate the dime to use to open the tank with. It's got a cell that sits down there underneath it. She's got a new tailgate. The cab corners and rockers have already been done on this truck. Nice bumper. New tail lights. The truck's not rusty at all. There's no filler in it. There's no pre-existing bubbles or anything that you have to worry about once you get it. Got a little whiskey dent there, but matches the patina. Let's show you under the hood. Under the hood, we're rocking a 5.3 liter. She's a stock motor. She don't have no cam or anything like that in it. Good, dependable driver. Made it up to a 4-speed transmission. I drove it yesterday. I hit probably 75, 80 mile an hour in it, and at 2,500, 2,800 RPM, coming down the 4-lane. We'll take you for a test drive here in a minute, just to show you what I'm talking about. It's a new radiator in it, new battery. The truck's only got like 6,000 miles on it since the build, so it's and it comes with a low mile motor. The motor on it was under 100,000 when it was pulled. Earlier, this truck's got a brand new interior in it. It's got a nice seat cover on it, factory style. It was put in 2 weeks ago. Sun visors are new. It's got dolphin gauges in it. Let's see, less than 6,000 miles on it since this truck was built. Tilt steering. It's got a JVC stereo with it. I don't have the factory to go with it or anything. The heat works great in it. It's 25 degrees here today, so heat's always a plus. The carpet's new. A little dirt from, we had snow last night. Got a little road salt there from driving a while ago. Sorry about that. The armrests are new. The seal plates are new. They've even done the gaskets around the windows here. They're all new. The seals here are new. The doors are a little hard to shut. The cab's so airtight, where it's got all new seals and everything on it on both sides. It makes it a little harder to slam, but they'll break in over time. take this truck down the road and see what y'all think about it. Here we go. We're gonna take her down the road. Well, gotta shut the hood first. We'll be good. Won't be able to see drive very far. I try it though. Done it before. Accidentally though. This truck's got 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around. She stops on a dime. Door shut good. Let's go down the road and see what y'all think. I lied in the video. I thought it had tilt steering. It don't have tilt. I was looking wrong. So disregard the tilt steering thing. Just a little about me. I've been doing this since 1994, or late 93 actually. I was 18 years old, so you know, I am a licensed dealer here in Kentucky. I'm not a fly-by-night guy. Been, you know, going pushing 30 years. If I'd have been smart, I would have been retired by now, but I'm not. Still peddling cars, doing what I love. Coal miner right out of high school. Had an accident. Got hurt. Had to figure out something to do. So I got full of cars. Been doing this ever since. Our warehouse and location is actually in Russellville, Kentucky, but I've got this truck in my home, Bowling Green. Just got it in. Thought I'd do the videos and stuff before I put it up in the dry. The tach works. Let's see if I can get a speedometer works. Speedometer's about 4 or 5 miles off. Fuel gauge works. I filled it up last night, drove a little bit. Water temperature gauge, voltmeter works. The oil pressure gauge isn't hooked up. I felt behind it because it wasn't working on the way down. I'll have that fixed before it ships to anybody or anybody decides they want to buy it. You know, this has been most of my business is internet based. Sell most, well, 95% of our cars ship all over the country. I've sent cars to, this week alone, West Palm Beach, New Jersey, and then one to Minnesota. So, you know, we're nationwide. We have some great shippers we work with. And we also have financing available with a couple of different banks that specializes in classic car financing. They're national banks too, so it doesn't matter where you live. If you've got pretty good credit, then, you know, we probably get you financed on whatever you want. I think, you know, some of them require 10% down or something, which, you know, on a, you know, a $30,000 truck like this, you know, $3 grand and you're riding, put the money in the bank, use it to buy gas and insurance for the next 4 or 5 years, whatever you're gonna do with it. Invest it, buy some crypto. Spend it on your kids. I've got 3 kids, 2 grown and 1 just turned 18, so I know what it's like to spend what got me hooked on these cars. It's been a curse ever since. We carry 15 cars, something like that, 10 to 15, depends on time of year. We sell, we turn our inventory every 30 days. So if you see these posted, you know, if you're interested in it, inquire. You know, we do work with you on shipping. Sometimes we've had customers that's taking them a little bit of time to get their financing lined out. You know, we'll work with you there. I think this Ford F-150 wants to come on out the road. I think he wants to own this truck more than I do. If you can hear it, the 4-speed's really makes it super nice. You know, like you can make these up to a 350 turbo or 700 R4, or this is the 4L60E, I'm pretty sure. So no, it's 700R. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong truck. I don't know if the transmission was done when they built the motor. It shifts out great though. It's tight. There's no slippage or no binding or anything like that. It doesn't have a shift kit or anything like that in it. It's let's turn here. Let's kick it down. She'll kick sideways. For a stock 5.3, this truck runs phenomenal. That wasn't me moving the camera either. That was the truck kicking sideways. She's got some pep to her. Tires are brand new. Well, I might have just spun the tips off of them, but let's go around here. That's 80. As you can tell, I'm steering one-handed. Don't tell the law. Turn signals work. Say to entertain y'all. Windows cracked a little bit. Sorry about that. Might have heard a little bit of road noise. Tacona's got a good heater in it. Let's turn that down. I'm fat. Can't breathe. Hit me. See your idles 750, 800 RPM. You see, I live out in the country. I like it. Super nice, quiet. I grew up north of Hazard. Well, I don't know if that's northeast of Hazard, Kentucky. Little area called Pine Top, Kentucky. And it was up in a holler. And if you saw somebody coming up the holler, they was there to either steal from you or they lost. Or every once in a while you might have family come visit. It took me a little while to get used to seeing traffic on the road when I moved out several years ago. Still miss home. One of these days I'll go back there. So if you're from Knott County, Perry County, Letcher County, and you watching my video, howdy. See y'all soon. People used to ask me all the time with my accent, they'd say, where are you from? I'd say, well, New York City. And they thought that I was facetious, which I was. Never been to New York. Don't know if I want to go. Not to the city anyway, maybe the state. Got a lot of fields here. Corn and soybean. Corn fields. I'd be robbing them like crazy. But borrow, not robbing. I'd bring it back when I was done. cell phone, 4K, whatever that is, good footage and all that. We have party lines if nobody knows what that is. We, like I said, I lived up in the holler, and then you'd have one phone line that would run up the whole holler. Then you would have, you had to wait for somebody to get off the phone. And this is, I was born in 75, so, this happened up to the early 80s. So, if you had these old gossipy women that wouldn't talk all the time, you'd have to run them off the phone just so you can make a phone call. Lord forbid you didn't need to call an ambulance or something like that because they wouldn't get off the phone. Then you could, when you did get to talk to somebody, you called what we call the Cody exchange. It was 4 numbers. And then you call that exchange, and then the operator would put you through to whoever you needed to call. And you would call somebody, and you'd hear the old neighbor women sitting there on the phone while you was talking to somebody. You'd hear that heavy breathing. You'd have to say, now, get off the phone, I need to use it. Sometimes it'd work, sometimes it wouldn't. Well, guys, this is the end of it. I appreciate you checking out the truck. Well, guys, we're back where we started at. Just got done test driving the 70 model C10. I'm going to call it back to school because I'm sitting in front of the school right now and I'm not really intelligent enough to come up with a clever name like a lot of these guys do for the trucks. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, watching the video. Hope it was informational, and I'm going to start doing a little story time about growing up and growing up in Eastern Kentucky. A lot of folks sometimes are interested in that and sometimes you're not. But if you are, you just stay watching my videos. Give me a like, share, follow on all my social media. Most of it's either at Lugnuts Culture or at Countryside Hot Rods. Anybody asked to, the Lugnuts Culture thing is going to be my YouTube series that we're going to air this spring. Me and my wife's going to be doing events, Redneck Grumble, the Autoramas and different shows, and we're going to go film some cars and maybe hopefully do some interviews if I can con anybody into talking to me about their vehicle. And that's just something we've got in development right now.